You're either all in on this model, or maybe you're building with another. You're either speed, or is it security? You're either custom, or are you ready to use? Or you're AWS AI. With hundreds of models, ready-to-use agents, speed and security built in, you don't have to pick a side. You can have them all. How will AI revolutionize your business? AWS AI is how.
This podcast is brought to you by Thomson Reuters. The best don't just do their work, they change what's possible. Cases won, audits completed, jobs saved. Behind every one of those moments is a professional who needed to get it right and did. Thomson Reuters builds the technology that sharpens insights, speeds up decision-making, and powers the outcomes that matter. So when professionals act, the impact is felt by everyone. Be a changemaker. Visit tr.com/changemakers.
There's a fire inside you can't ignore. Stand still? Not a chance. You're a lifelong learner who's come this far. Now, we're here to help you keep going further. Capella University. What can't you do? Visit capella.edu to learn more.
Welcome to Alien Eyez Photos Industry Talk with your host, photographer Steve Jackson of Alien Eyez Photos Media, bringing you Alien Eyez Photos Industry Talk. And I have a tech entrepreneur, a wellness industry leader. I'm claiming it now, industry leader, but most people may know her as an Olympian champion, boxer, Miss Morelle McCane. Money Mo, how you doing?
I'm gonna need you to bring out the applause machine. Hi. I'm honored to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, you want to tell the people a little bit about yourself? I know I could say a little bit, but nobody can do it better than you.
Yes. My name is Morelle McCane. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, born and raised. Yes, most people know me as the Olympic boxer, but I like to redefine myself now as Olympic boxer turned entrepreneur and currently a student. Jesus. This has been a long but beautiful journey. Like I said, I started in Cleveland, Ohio, and took my talents to the world stage. Started boxing when I was 17 years old, which is kind of late for most people. But
When you say late, when do most people get started?
listen, it wasn't until I had my first tournament in 2018 where I realized, oh my God, these are babies out here boxing. And I didn't see it. Like when the kids in my gym used to tell me like, oh, I started at 8, I started at 9. I'm like, never. Like, you're so little. Like,
Professional. They're
yeah.
professionals now, yeah.
So when I actually got to see it in person, I was like, oh, snap, I really did start late because we have these babies out here going hard in the paint. And they were fierce and what? I couldn't, it was a sight to see. But yeah, so late is most people start between the ages of 8 and 12.
8 and 12.
8 and 12.
Woo.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I was considered a late starter with the boxing game. And when you think about being a late starter in a boxing game, it's like people don't see you to take that Olympic road. And I'm just blessed and highly favored. And I thank God I stumbled upon it by accident. It all started in the backyard of the backyard of 117th in St. Clair. My first coach, Coach T.
Coach T.
Yeah. Yes, we started in the backyard. And then I eventually transitioned to the Glenville Rec. And it just took off ever since. And I thank God because it wasn't a journey that I seen myself doing, but I'm grateful that I got to be on this journey. I've met some awesome people along the way. I've developed myself, like I've evolved as a person. Boxing has not only been a sport to me, but it's been therapy. It's been a friend. It's so many different components that this sport holds in my heart. And now that I'm on injury, I'm learning to.
Whoa, what on injury? What do you mean on injury?
So yeah, I'm taking a little bit of time off because I have some shoulder issues that I have to attend to.
Really? You ever seen you knock somebody out the other day? No. Okay.
So yeah, and that's another thing about being an athlete. We are always on go. We always want to be the best, do the best, put in those long hours of work. But now I'm learning to prioritize the rest.
Right.
I'm learning to get into really prioritizing the rest, really making a routine, putting rest in the routine. Because
rest in the routine.
Put rest in the routine. You have to put rest in your schedule. Listen, I can't come because I have to relax today. Okay.
You tell people that.
Yes. I
like
tell
that.
people that. Listen, I can't do it. I need to sit down. I need to be at one with myself. I'm really into meditation. I'm really into self-help and just being able to disconnect from the world. Telling my peoples, listen, you have your immediate circle where you're like, if they don't contact me back, I'm gonna call the police. I have people in my circle like that. Like, this is not like her. So now I'm learning to be like, listen, FYI, I'm off social media for the day. I'm turning my phone off and I'm relaxing. I'll be available tomorrow. Don't contact me between these hours. And if it's a real emergency, call the police.
No, I really like that because I took a 10-day, ended up being 11-day sabbatical off social media. And people was like, or people was calling me because they knew I'm off social media and like the only way to get in contact with me was to call me. So I'm having like 2-hour conversations, catching up with them. Like, wow, this is actually okay. So this is what it feels like not to be on social media. Yeah. Like everybody reaching out, checking in. Like,
what?
I can get a hold of you now, huh?
I love those social media breaks. As much as social media is an asset, it is also a liability.
Explain that.
Because we sometimes get so caught up in the scroll, we lose our sense of the outside world. Have you ever just been sitting there and then you look up and you like, oh my God, I started scrolling around 4 and now it's 6 o'clock.
I put a 5-minute limit on I give myself a little more time sometimes, but I put a 5-minute limit each day for social media or Instagram particularly, because that's where I spend most of my time.
Yeah.
Everything else I kind of, just text messages, back off.
I love that. Yeah. Just a reminder to like, listen, you've been scrolling too long.
Too long. I'm like, dang, you right. Thank you for sending a reminder, Instagram. Thank you. Because at first I didn't have that before I took the sabbatical, but I'm like, well, let me ease back in. Let me start with 5 minutes. All right, let me add a little more time, reply to some messages, posts, and get off. Because, you'll be scrolling for days. Like, oh.
Yeah, and sometimes you get lost in the sauce. And I'm like, one day I'm sitting there scrolling. I'm getting into somebody's family drama. And I'm like, okay, now I have to go find out who the uncle is that she's talking about. And I'm like 5 pages deep. And I'm like, this is not even my business.
It's not.
It's not even my business.
But that's what the platform wants.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So being able to tell yourself it's okay to disassociate with that for a hot second and get back to the real world and get centered is okay with it. It's okay to do that. And I feel like just like any other addiction, social media has become one of those addictions for a lot of people. They can't function without opening that Instagram app. They can't function without making that TikTok. And I just find myself reminding myself like, okay, listen, it's okay to scroll, indulge, but come back to center and disconnect from everything. Be able to say and have control over everything in your life. Because essentially people be like, this is not your world, but it is. This is my world, because once I'm gone, the world is gone. Yeah.
Wow.
So this is my world and I could control that aspect of it. So yeah. put rest in the routine.
Put rest in the routine. I love that. And as you speak about addiction in the real world, what are you addicted to in the real world besides boxing and entrepreneurship? What are
Uh,
your hobbies?
I'm addicted to quotes, y'all.
Quote. What's your
I
favorite quote?
love quotes. I love my favorite quote of all time is so cliche, but I don't care. It's my quote. And I got it written down on my mirror in my bathroom just to remind myself to just do it. Just do it. Like sometimes you don't need too many opinions about something. Sometimes you don't need to psych yourself out. And I think that's a lot of, I can't speak from everybody's perspective, but a lot of my life was, should I, could I, would I? And now I'm in a phase of life where it's just like, just do it. If it works, it works. I'm going to pray about it and I'm just going to do it. And since I started this Just Do It campaign, God has just been putting the pieces together, honey.
Wow.
Like how I met you. God put the pieces together. Like I've seen you in Crossing, but I've never had an in-depth conversation with you. And then I had a conversation with you and I'm like, the
Right.
man behind the camera is intriguing. Like, listen.
Yeah.
And then like just you knowing who I am, you like, oh Mo, this is a dope event coming up. You should check it out. And that event led me to meet more people. Like the event that you sent me just the other day at the school.
Yeah.
I connected with a guy and now I've learned like so many different avenues to use AI and tech and
Yes.
internships that's coming up, the Mortar program. I'm like, I've never heard of these things. And that's what life is about. To go back to that social media aspect of everything, we disconnect. Though we think we're connecting socially,
Right.
we're using social media. Really, we're driving ourselves away from that face-to-face connection.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just being able to connect and drive back to what's really mattered, that human to human contact. I don't know. I'm always like connect the dots with everything.
You have to, right. And as you spoke about the Glenville, like I've come from the Collinwood neighborhood, so right up the road, still St. Clair, so we still
Yeah,
St.
for sure,
Clair.
family.
You know, we met from a mutual friend. You know, shout out to Shanice. You know, Shanice and Stephanie. But that just goes to show we come a long way in your network.
Yes.
Network, like yeah, I'm always tell you, I'm like, hey, this event going on, or I could get you a ticket or whatever.
I appreciate it.
And build it. Be in the room. Being in the room is so powerful. Like we connected with so many people at the Futureland, summit, AI Forward Summit, and just all the other events that we gotten into and will do and continue to build, grow, expand. Like I said, your network is your net worth. So let's jump into the entrepreneurship. Like, when did you learn entrepreneurship, or did boxing kind of take you down that route?
I've always been like a little entrepreneur from as far as I can remember.
A little entrepreneur.
A little entrepreneur, a little tiny little entrepreneur. I remember when Tops was open. Remember Tops?
Yes. We're aging ourselves, but yes.
I remember when Tops was open and I would stand out there and sell candy bars.
Oh, you used to sell candy.
I
I
did.
asked that.
Yes.
Yeah,
I was one of those little tiny entrepreneurs. Can we wash your car? We're having a special today. Like I've always had that entrepreneurial spirit.
Wow.
And that's why I didn't really work well on teams. I was a basketball player and I was like the Draymond Green of the team.
Really?
Yeah, I was so
Punching
passionate.
people.
And no, I was
That's how you came to the
aggressive.
boxer?
I was aggressive. I was one of those
I feel you.
aggressive players and I just wanted everybody to work as hard as me to win.
I feel you.
And
that's needed.
yes, like So when I got into boxing, it was an opportunity to be solo, just like the entrepreneur journey. You start solo, but you start building your team. You need a coach, you need a nutritionist, you need a physical therapist, whatever, et cetera, et cetera.
All of
Just
that.
you need yeah,
Wow, really?
you need a team if you want to be a great boxer. If you go back to
A great boxer, but you are Olympian and you're a champion, right?
yes,
So you
so
need all that to be a champion.
you need all that to be a
Because you can be a
champion.
boxer without it, right?
Are you
Kinda.
gonna be a boxer or are you just gonna be a training partner?
Ooh, like a sparring.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
pick a choice. If you don't want to,
I'll be a sparring partner.
you have to deliberately pick your team.
Huh.
And just like the entrepreneur journey, you have to sit there and pick your team. So yeah, picking your team is essential, and that's the phase I'm in as a new entrepreneur. A little bit about my new project, which is Moji's Wonderful World. It's a one-stop shop platform for adolescents where they can learn physical health, nutrition health, and emotional health on one platform using gamification, which offers real life rewards after they complete the challenges.
Wait, when you say gamification, what's
Yes,
gamification?
gamification is meeting the children where they're at right now. So when you look at the statistics of what is engaging these children these days, they love games. They love things that they can play like Roblox and Fortnite
I
and
heard
all
of
yeah.
that.
So we're using our app to essentially create games that kids can play. We have workout sessions where they wear a heart monitor so we can track if they're really doing
Right.
the exercises that we provide for them.
Oh, so you came up with the workouts yourself, or?
Yeah, so me and accompanied by AI.
Okay.
So we use a little bit of everything. We use experts, we use AI, and we use experience. But yeah, so eventually I want my app to be on a very large scale and provide that emotional piece as well, where if your child is having a bad day, which you can report how you're feeling for the day.
Wow.
Yeah, so if the child logs in and be like, today is not the day. And then the next day, today is not the day. Then the next day, today is not. So you're having 3 to 4 bad days in a row. How can this app help you? So what we're doing is we're connecting to real live social workers and counselors where they're looking at those children log their feelings and eventually log journals where, okay, now we can contact the parent. Hey, just a heads up, we're not intervening as of yet. But if we don't have a response from the parent, that's when we do the second phase of, okay, let's make this phone call.
Wow.
Now we're making this phone call. Now we're doing partnership with schools. So now we're partnering with the school. Hey, little Jonathan has had 7 bad days in a row. Is there anything we can do to help him? Can we have the counselor reach out to him? Like, we want this to stick. I personally had friends commit suicide and we didn't know. If it was tools available out here that maybe you don't want your friends knowing what you go through, but you log in on an app and somebody goes back and see that and you anonymously get that help you need without feeling like no one's there to help you. So that's when we come in, like I said, to intervene and help and essentially partner with schools, parents, and be a full force app. We can't keep preaching that the children are our future and not give them the tools to see a bright one. So that's where I come in. That's Moji's Wonderful World, which is
Why can't we get AI to production? Our competitors are already. How do we keep data secure? AWS AI cuts through the noise with ready-to-use agents and the broadest set of AI tools. Stop overthinking. Start building. AWS AI is how.
There's a fire inside you can't ignore. Stand still? Not a chance. You're a lifelong learner who's come this far. Now, we're here to help you keep going further. Capella University. What can't you do? Visit capella.edu to learn more.
A compilation of my little brother's name and my sister's name, and they passed on, but I'm keeping their names alive as well. And it's a cute little acronym as well: mindfulness, opportunity, growth, and empowerment. Moji is a place where children learn mindfulness, experience new opportunities, grow emotionally, and feel empowered to be their best selves. So yeah, that's a little bit about my little entrepreneur journey.
Wow.
And we hope to see this on a global scale.
We will see it.
Yes, we hope to
Because-
see it on the global scale in 12 months, but we're realistically speaking, we see a bright future with Moji's Wonderful World.
Oh, we're gonna take it global. Don't worry. We're gonna take it
Amen.
global.
Look, you heard it. You
We're
heard it
taking
first.
global.
Here.
Somebody gonna hear this. I'm like, look, I want to get behind what Miss Morelle is doing.
Yes.
That is powerful. So we speak about emotional intelligence, and as a boxer, sometimes you have to be fearless and like shed off emotions. At least what I think as
Yeah.
a boxer. So how did that come about as a boxer and learning that emotional intelligence piece?
So, emotional intelligence is essential in boxing.
Mm,
You don't necessarily lose your emotions, but you learn how to govern them. I
okay.
can't show you. If an opponent come in and hit you hard, hard, and you've shown that you've been hit hard, then they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I got you." No, you block that expression out. I
putting on
can't.
a
Yeah,
mask.
I can't block the emotion out because I felt the punch. Like I'm pissed that you just punched me like that.
Was somebody that punched you so hard, you like, really, I'm about to whoop yo.
Exactly.
Was it
So
somebody that you remember?
I think it was more so sparring with the guys.
Oh, that's different. That's cheating.
No, it's not cheating. It's
cheating.
you better listen to your coach and keep your hands up.
Okay. So a lesson. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's not cheating because essentially if you sign up to be a boxer and it's not a huge world for girls, especially in the inner city of Cleveland. Like this
Right.
is the most motion that I've seen with the little girls rolling out to become boxers. When I was growing up, I knew maybe 2 girls doing the same thing as me
Right.
within the city, and it wasn't until I branched out and went to these national competitions that I was able to actually get a fight. So yeah, when we go back to that emotional intelligence piece, first of all, side note,
Okay.
they say the girls are emotional, but I've never seen so many boys cry in my life.
Really in the gym.
In the gym, in the fights.
Wow.
I've seen so much during this journey, but I can say one thing I've learned: the boys are more emotional
Wow.
when it comes to being boxers. Like girls, all right, we take like it's cool, like whatever. But the boys, oh my goodness, you're not hearing the end of it.
Wow. I would have never thought.
You're not hearing the end of it. I've never seen so many tears in my life.
Wow.
Yeah. But
Wow.
learning to govern your emotions is important. And I've learned the biggest lessons in the ring. And I take them with me on a daily basis.
What's your biggest lesson that you learned?
My biggest lesson that I learned in the ring is that you can prepare all you want. You can prepare, but nothing is compared to actually doing. You know what I'm saying? It's all fun and games till you get punched in the face. You have everybody has a plan so they get punched in the face. But the thing is, you want to prepare for all of those things because you can sit there and study film on your fighter like, oh yeah, look how he throwing this punch at him. Like, look how he throwing this punch or da-da-da. And then you go in there and they're not doing anything that you just studied on film because they studied you too.
Something different, huh?
So, the biggest lesson I've learned was to just be open to keep learning. in anything in life, you have to be ready to keep learning and don't be closed-minded. Just be ready and open and willing to be a student. And yeah, that's the biggest lesson I've learned was never stop learning.
Never stop learning. And I want to say, like, we're actually here behind the scenes at the Futureland conference, and we met so many people. And I mean, even people's kind
Yes.
of stopping us and interacting, and they're kind of switching the layout. So yeah, this has been actually a journey. This may be like a shorter podcast. It's actually been like 2 hours for real, just the process of getting there. We had to do starts and stops and rewinds and
I
cuts.
love it. That's networking right there.
It
You got people
is.
like, hey, what's up? What? So that's love. I love it.
It's love, and we're live. This is live.
We're live from Futureland.
But if you love this episode, you're gonna have to check out the full episode when we get to sit down and in solitude and peace and really get the
Yes, I'm gonna tell
story.
y'all about my life. All my life
Yeah.
I had to fight.
All your life you had to fight. So even with that, yeah, that's Kendra Lamar. Did you have like an intro song going on?
First of all, we're not gonna give that line to Kendrick Lamar. We're gonna date that back to The Color Purple.
Color Purple.
Yeah.
Right, but I'm saying like as far as the song, like what was your intro song? What did you come out to? Like getting hype before you knock somebody out?
Whenever I fight internationally, I always like to go back to my roots. Cleveland. So I love that. I'm from the land till I die.
Hey,
East side till I die.
okay.
I'm gonna both till I die. Yes,
Hey,
like that.
okay.
That song just get me so hype, and I have an opportunity to rep my hood. I have an opportunity to put Cleveland on a map. I love it. I love to see it, and if you know anything about Cleveland, you know we are diehard Clevelanders, Cleveland fans.
Yes, I mean, even
We're
from the sports, going back to boxing, football, like the Browns, we're known for losing season after season. We get our hopes, so we know we about to
But we
lose
always come out there every Sunday
every Sunday.
with pride. Like this the one. This is the game that they're going to
It's the season,
this is
and then we turn it to this is the game.
this is our season. I can see us going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And you know what? The Browns has taught me so much faith, patience, love,
Resilience.
compassion, all of that. Shout out to the Browns. I love y'all.
So speaking about like championship, the Super Bowl, what is like that championship, that high status for boxing?
That's the Olympics, that's world champions, that's the continentals. Oh my gosh, those are like the three main highlights. But the highlight of your amateur career would be the Olympics. Not
Okay.
only making it to that stage, but medaling. And yes, I had an opportunity to go to the Olympics. And oh my God, it was like to see. Like, it's no experience I would trade in the world for.
What was your
goodness.
favorite experience then?
The village. Yes, all of the rumors about the Olympic Village are true. They are all true. Whatever you heard on TV, true. They're true. I hate to say it, but you have people fraternizing. Yes, we were on cardboard beds, but it's not what everybody thinks. Whoever engineered that bed, you could do a somersault and the bed was not breaking down. Okay. Wow. And it was straight cardboard for, recycling purposes and all that good stuff.
For good causes.
Yeah. So my favorite part, like I said, was the Olympic Village. Seeing world peace in the flesh. Like, that's the only way I could describe it. You have so many different nations, nationalities, languages, and all you do is everything is free in the village. You have vending machines everywhere. You have stores everywhere. Everything is entirely free. Food. You're walking past a country that I've never even heard of. I've never even heard of Tajikistan or
who?
Exactly. You have when you realize
Where's that located?
I don't know, somewhere in Asia. I don't know.
Okay.
So you have all these different countries that you've never heard of. And then some countries only had 2 representatives. Some countries only had 1 representative. And you realize how blessed you are to come from America in a sense, because yeah, it was hot in that village.
Wow.
We were in the peak of Paris summer. And if you know anything about Europe, they do not believe in ice or air. So
Interesting.
we were spoiled. The United States made sure that they shipped us air conditioners.
Doctor, it's a must.
And because all the athletes were complaining, so they shipped us portable air conditioners. And they were like, "Oh, America!" You realize how much America is put on a pedestal. But going back to my original statement, seeing that world peace being connected by one thing and one thing only, and that's representing your nation. But everybody is smiling and laughing and having a good time because though we're in competition, everybody's like, you worked your ass off to get here. And I respect that aspect. And I respect that you're here. I'm looking at you from across the table as an Olympian, and you're looking at me from across the table as an Olympian. Right. I'm standing next to LeBron James. I'm standing next to Simone Biles. And this little old me from St. Clair. And I'm like, damn, we have on the same outfit.
Repping the same thing.
Repping the same thing. Though they're on higher pedestals, it's like, what? I'm here too. And then I look at myself in the mirror like, okay, look at you.
Right.
So, yeah. I loved every moment of it.
Wow. So even going back to the championship, did you just win medals or you won a champion?
No, so I didn't medal in the Olympics. No, I did not. It was a lot of listen. We gonna have to talk off.
Okay, we definitely will.
But they're actually cleaning up the sport of boxing. We didn't have like I don't want to put the incorrect name out, but we had to reevaluate everything. We didn't have a chair because they got rid of our organization that was head of boxing for corruption. So just even making
head of boxing for corruption.
Yeah, so just even the boxing portion making it to the Olympics was a blessing this time around because they were scrambling to find who was non-biased to judge boxing in such a short notice. That means you have to train people on what they're looking for. You have to get judges. You have to make sure that these people have good intentions to give the rightful winner what's theirs.
This podcast is brought to you by Thomson Reuters. The best don't just do their work, they change what's possible. Cases won, audits completed, jobs saved. Behind every one of those moments is a professional who needed to get it right and did. Thomson Reuters builds the technology that sharpens insights, speeds up decision-making, and powers the outcomes that matter. So when professionals act, the impact is felt by everyone. Be a changemaker. Visit tr.com/changemakers.
There's a fire inside you can't ignore. Stand still? Not a chance. You're a lifelong learner who's come this far. Now, we're here to help you keep going further. Capella University. What can't you do? Visit capella.edu to learn more.
So, yeah, that's another story for another day.
Okay,
but yeah, I didn't medal this time around. I'm going for 2028 when the Olympics are in our home to even be considering to be able to represent the United States in the United States Olympics is just mind-boggling. And I think that's what made me want to do it once again, because it's like, okay, I'm still young. I still have fire in me.
Yes.
I still have the passion.
Yes.
Though, like I said, I'm working through injuries. Right now is the best time to heal myself physically, mentally, and be ready to conquer that. And because 2028 may be the goal.
Okay.
Just being 100% healthy for that. And what is the chances of me being able to compete on the homeland for the biggest competition in the world? That's not rolling around for another 99 years.
That's amazing. And then after you fight, I'm gonna hit you with your own app. I'm gonna hit you with the emoji app. Like, what is your scale? How you feeling? I'm gonna hit you with your own app.
Yes, I love it.
So talk about more of the championships because speaking to you off camera, you told me about the championship belts and how it works and operates. You want to speak to the audience a
Okay,
little bit
so
about that?
amateur is a little different. Where we're talking about the pro aspect of having a WBC. A lot of people don't know that when you hold those titles, you hold the taxes on those belts.
The taxes.
Yeah, those belts are taxed. Don't believe me. Look it up, people.
Wow.
So people always holler, I want to fight the champ. I want to fight the champ. It's my turn to be the champ. Well, can you afford to be the champ? I hate to say it, but when you have those type of people that don't do the research on the sport and they're just talking,
Yeah, wow.
you have to be able to back that title up. You have to pay to fight for that title.
You got to pay to be the boss.
Yeah, you have to
Wow.
pay to be the boss. And that correlates back to being an entrepreneur.
That's very true. Wow.
So yeah. I'm looking forward to the future of female boxing. There's so many great women doing great things. We have Clarissa Shields
Okay.
signing one of the biggest deals in the sport of women's boxing. You have Jake Paul, Cleveland native, that's giving these women a platform to showcase their talents. When women wasn't headlining, they didn't think women could sell tickets and have that many fans to put asses in arenas. So
yeah.
when I see the innovation overall of not just women's boxing, but women's sports,
Just like basketball.
the WNBA is coming to Cleveland.
Coming back to Cleveland, yes.
What? 2028 is gonna be one hell of a year. In a good way. We're claiming it now. It's gonna
Yes.
be one hell of a year in a great way. And I'm excited to just keep seeing where female sports is going and being a part of it in a sense. And listen, y'all set the standards, ladies, because when it's my
That's
time,
right.
I know God don't make no mistakes. When it's my time, I'm gonna shine. So yeah, for sure.
So you're saying 2028, I don't have to fly to Paris to see you fight?
No, we're in LA,
LA.
2028.
Okay.
You can
okay.
drive there. It's no excuse.
I'm catching a plane, but yeah. I'll be there.
That could be a nice road trip, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So speaking about like road trip, like when you're traveling and like days before the fight, even minutes before the fight, how do you prep or like mentally prep yourself?
So you can only do so much, honestly. It's so many people tell you so many different things, but you have to just have confidence. Confidence is key. Did you do everything you needed to do in order to be great in this moment? And you don't look at it as a whole. You look at it as minute by minute, round by round, moment by moment. I want to win the everything, but initially, if I win the first round, if I win the second round, if I win the third round, yeah. So you want to scale it on a smaller size, because then you're not overthinking it, you're not overdoing it. And my whole thing is, when I encourage the little ones to box, or if I'm out there working their corners, I'd be like, listen, what you gonna do if she hits you? Hit her back. It's that simple.
Wow.
Okay. Listen, you know how to do this.
So you coach a little bit too?
Yeah, I do. Just a little bit.
Okay.
I love to see the babies. Like, I love coming back to my city and showing them, like, listen, if you want it, you could go get it. Because I'm literally every statistic in the book. Like, I wasn't supposed to be here.
Oh,
I was in foster care.
really?
I was born into, I'm number 7 out of 8. My mom had an addiction. God brought her out of it much, much later in life.
Thank God, yeah.
I didn't have a father growing up. And all of those sound so sad. Like, oh, poor you. But it's like, okay, well, well, now what do we do? Do we sit here and cry about it? Or are we going to elevate and evolve and learn?
That is a must. And as you said, not growing up with your father, like I didn't grow up with my father. Even like it took me in my late 20s, randomly at a store, ran into my father. He's like, Steve. I'm like, yeah. Do I?
How
I
ironic
I'm
is
looking
that?
like, how do I know you? Like, you know who I am? Like, no. Like, I'm your father. I'm like, whoa.
I'm your
Where you
father.
been at? No, I'm saying, but like
You owe me. Matter of fact, you need to fill my tank up.
let me fill my tank up. But yeah, we actually had a good conversation though.
That's good.
I didn't know how it was gonna go, but it's actually, good and
And that's what life is about. If
yeah.
you were to hold that grudge against your father for not being there,
I made a song, but I got it out. So after that, it's fair
yeah,
game.
but you were open to being like, at least let me hear him, because a
Oh
lot of
yeah.
people have that mentality. You was never there for me.
Oh
But
yeah.
honestly, forgiveness is for yourself.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm glad you got to meet your father.
Right. Yeah, it's been a while.
Still looking for
But
mine.
yeah. Oh, it would come. Just like I was like, I mean, I didn't really think of nothing of it. If it happened, it happened, and it happened to happen.
Oh, I
Just
love that.
randomly, just randomly.
Happen to
So
happen.
yeah, I'm grateful and thankful. You know, I wouldn't say it's the best relationship or we stay in communications as we should, but it's still good even after all these years to actually know and
Exactly.
to see and to witness. And for him to see me and witness, like, I'm proud of you because,
Aw.
watch from a distance,
Yeah.
as a father, but just being around and in my life, I just imagine what my life would be like if I did, have my father in them early years growing up and, things and lessons he would have taught me because I made a song, it's called Hate in My Heart. Hate in My Heart by Alien Eyez at MDC. It's a feature, a collab, and it was last minute. I said I'll hop on the track and just speaking on that situation and my experience. It's powerful, You have to go listen to this song. You
For
got
sure.
to,
We gonna have
because
to
I
check
don't want
that
I
out.
want to hit the
Say
lyrics.
it one more time.
Hate in My Heart. Hate in My Heart by Alien All Media. Speaking about all media, check out Alien Eyez Photos. That's Alien Eyez with a Z, Photos with an S on all social media and alieneyesphotos.com if you want to book me or for more information. And as we wrap this up, because we got to go and Mo has to do, you see how I did that,
Yeah.
have to do some work and some homework and work on her business and recover. We had a
Yes, yes.
long day. So, how can people find you, reach you, book you,
You
all
can
that good
find
stuff?
me on social media at million_dollar_mo, or you can go to my website, morellemccane.org, where I do free classes.
You
And I
do.
yeah,
You
I
do.
do. I host free classes. So I do update the site to the location, the time. They're completely free. Come out, and that's one of my ways of giving back to the community.
Boxing
Yeah.
classes.
So I
Do I
do.
need my own gloves?
I do bring some training gloves, but
You do.
show up.
You do.
Show up with your own gloves,
So I
please.
gotta buy some. Okay. How do I fit? Like get fitting for gloves?
I
'Cause
say
they never fit
they're
for me.
so it just depends. When I'm training people, I tell them to go by the ounces of the gloves. So you want to get 14 to 16 when you're an adult, and then you want to get 12 to 14 when you're a child, depending on how big the child is. But
Okay.
12,
okay.
14, or 16 ounces are standard for when I'm teaching. But yes, like I said, $million_dollar_mo
Yeah.
on social handles, or you can go to my website at morellemccane.org. And it's been a pleasure talking with you.
Yes, man. It's been a long time.
It's been a long
Love
day. We've
it.
been at the Futureland Summit since the AM, and now it's the PM, guys.
It's the PM. It's dark outside and everything. They wrapping up. They about to close up, and I am hungry. Like I said, we got stuff to do. But yeah, this has been Alien Eyez Photos Industry Talk with your host Steve Jackson, photographer Jackson of Alien Eyez Photos Media, bringing you Alien Eyez Photos Industry Talk. And thank you again, Miss Morelle.
Thank you for having me.
Let me hurry up before she knock me out, y'all.
Yeah, I gotta go.
All right, y'all. Take care. Peace.
Why can't we get AI to production? Our competitors are already. How do we keep data secure? When do we actually see ROI? All this talk about AI, but talk doesn't transform businesses. AWS AI cuts through the noise, making AI easier to securely deploy and scale. With ready-to-use agents and the broadest set of AI tools and services, you can build, buy, or partner your way. Stop overthinking. Start building. AWS AI is how.
This podcast is brought to you by Thomson Reuters. The best don't just do their work, they change what's possible. Cases won, audits completed, jobs saved. Behind every one of those moments is a professional who needed to get it right and did. Thomson Reuters builds the technology that sharpens insights, speeds up decision-making, and powers the outcomes that matter. So when professionals act, the impact is felt by everyone. Be a changemaker. Visit tr.com/changemakers.
You've never been one to settle. Stand down or stand still. You're a lifelong learner, energized by excellence. There's a fire inside you you can't ignore. You've got competition to outrun, momentum to build on, and your own high standards to meet. Stop now? Not a chance. At Capella University, we help you catch what you're chasing because you've always had the drive. Now, go earn the degree. Capella University. What can't you do? Visit capella.edu to learn more.